Welcome back. Here we are. We're welcome. Here we are. Okay. Testing time, unfortunately. So if you caught the last live we just did, our multiplayer live, I was grateful enough, and I'm still so grateful that Jay Onley and FAFO Gamer came in to give a hand. However, if you caught at the end of it, we ended up doing a contract, which is this contract we currently have. We didn't save because, oh boy, did it go south. So what we got here, we have this harvesting contract, $18,723 for. We did do the lease. We borrowed the base game harvester, the Unimog, and the trailer, thinking that I was thinking we were going to be needing it, but then they came in and helped, which was fantastic. So we got this done. However, the problem is we ground dumped everything. Actually, you can just barely see the little pile over there. We ground dumped everything there for the fill up to wait until we got everything off the ground. And then once we got everything off the ground, we loaded it up and shipped it off. Now, unfortunately, by us loading it up and shipping it off, it didn't. We didn't finish it. It was, I think, like 92% or so that. Oh, excuse me. 92% or so that that it filled up, that we weren't able to. Oh, that's right. We can't. We have to. Okay, yeah. So we basically, short story long, we couldn't finish the contract, and the amount that we had loaded in, by time we just canceled the contract, it was going to cost us 101,000 and change to do that. So, nope, not happening. So we had some ideas, because for the role play aspect, we try to do a little bit of light role play into it, and for the role play aspect, and for in order for us to not get my numbers all wonky, we ended up bringing in two extra farms, and we had Jay and FAFO have their own farms and have their own equipment. It's like they came in from their own farm. So had a really good blast doing it. I had an awesome blast doing it. Problem is that it didn't work. So now we want to reset this. So now we're into testing. We are testing mode now. Reset that. FAFO Gamer does have the Colossus, so we're actually going to take advantage of that right now. We're going to get out. So there it is, the Colossus. There's the equipment that we did borrow, thinking that we were going to need it, but turns out we are not going to need it. So now what I want to do is, okay, testing wise, this is what we want to do. It didn't work. We picked up. We did the original like realistic type of capacities, and then I ground dumped everything down and we picked it up. And I have a few theories. So the first theory that we got to do is that ground dumping, you lose product by ground dumping, and then by us picking it back up and bringing it in, it didn't give us enough to complete the contract. Well, okay. The first theory is the game's glitched, the contract's glitched, and it's not going to work. Second theory, ground dumping loses product, that it's not going to work. So it loses product when you dump and then pick back up. So it didn't give us enough to return to complete the contract. And then the third theory that I'm a little bit more, my gut's telling me, is the third theory is that when we're loading, you have to be very, very particular that you're getting it in the right spot to make sure you're not losing product when dumping into and out of and such. So first things for testing, because we have the Colossus, we are going to kind of keep with it. But testing wise, we can't do any dumping for the first cut. So we're going to be harvesting the way that I test, the way my testing brain is. We're going to have to do two more harvests. So this harvest and then one more harvest. So we're going to put the capacity up right now to 2,500,000 liters. So yes, I want to. Yes, I want to. Okay, that's good there. And then, oh, you know what? And while we're there too, because I got a message that we did try a little bit before we had to go to bed after the stream, but we couldn't go. I'm going to turn trailer fill limit off. So fill limit is off. And you know what? We just cause, I'm going to go here. Let's put it to 1 million. Yes. Okay. And then we're going to go this, and we're going to put it back up to. There we go. Just to say that it was, because in my head, I think I should have done that first, because what I should have done is change the trailer fill limit, then make the adjustment, right? Once I change the fill limit, then they make the adjustment. But anyway, so now we've made the adjustment. We're at 2.5 million liters. So that what should be able to happen now is I should be able to harvest the whole field without any dumping. I shouldn't have to dump into a trailer or dump into anything. And we should be able to get a total number of what we get off of the field. And once we get that total number of what we get off the field, excuse me, then we'll be able to, there's our total number. So that'll be a fantastic, there's our first just normal number that we know. And then we're going to dump it all off into the canning factory, into the drop point. And by dumping it all off there, we're going to keep monitoring it. We're not going to dump it into a trailer. It's going to be dumped. Oh, how do I, that one. Wheel steer. Turn steer. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of used to. So what I'm going to do is we're going to dump it all off directly from the harvester. So there's no transfer whatsoever. And then having no transfer, we're going to get to see how much we have to dump off before it registers as complete, as well as how much we get from leftover for ourselves, right? Just to see what we have on our own. Now that's test number 1. So test number 1 is going to be having that first cut, no drop, pop in, see what our numbers. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to reload again. And from the reload again, we're going to go in, we're going to do another test cut because I can't, here's the problem, is I can't save it after the cut, because if I save it after the cut, no matter how much we have, I don't know how much of a hit it's going to be. If we sell off the product, are we going to, if we make a profit, I could probably, because that's the thing. Because the thing is I don't know. Because if we do a crazy profit, I guess with the multiplayer, because this is the thing, a little bit of a backstory, a little bit of a sneak peek or whatever. I guess you can see behind the scenes. In order for us to get the doing our own farm thing and bringing in the multiple farms, so we have all of our own equipment, and my numbers on my farm aren't skewed out, as well as I have the costs and everything to do everything to kind of make the role play work. And to do that, I guess in hindsight, we have the advantage that we could possibly transfer money from me over to them before we delete them. Because what should happen, we did a little tester and it should work, that once this is all done, what I should be able to do is I should be able to just delete their farms and their equipment, their numbers, everything's gone. All my numbers stay the same, and then we can move back into single player. Because I do like the fact of single player because I can keep my statistics. I like to be able to check out the statistics and keep them monitored and such. But for now, unfortunately, we are going to have to harvest this. Yeesh. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I'm thinking maybe what we could do is we can do an AI thing. So let's actually, this is, even here, nothing's been changed. So we're going to save right now. So then I don't have to do the change in the drive and all that sort of stuff when we reload. And then what I'm thinking we're going to do, let's go look at our finances here real quick. So we want, oh, right, we are in the wrong farm. That's right, we had to switch farms, right? So I think, hold on. Yes. So now we're going to go back to my farm. There we go. Then we go back to our, there's our finances. Okay, so let's go take a look at we want our wage payment. So we're going to take a screenshot right there. Actually, I'm going to grab my pen right now. We're just going to write that down. We're going to take a screenshot, take a pen, double it. So right now we're at $6,796 for wage payment. And I'm thinking I'm going to see, let's see if the AI works for this. So if we're going to put this in here, because I think the AI would work, I can just kind of leave it and I can start working on it. So I'll work on the headlands, up and down. Yes. 3. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's what the auto is. We're going to let that think. I'm going to get that going. And are you going to do the same thing as my Ropa, which I think it might be because it's not moving. Oh, that's right. I'm not, hold on. Let's get into the field a bit here. Okay. And let's, oh, and it keeps switching back. Okay. Hold on. Then let's get, Let's get fired up here. Oh, hold on. I forgot to unfold it. Maybe that's why the AI is not jigging, because it should unfold itself usually, right? Okay, here, hold on. We got this. We got this. Okay, so fire up. There we go. And we are going to cut, right? It is cutting. No, it's not cutting. Why is it not cutting? Hold on. Toggle steering mode, switch to radio, switch to passenger seat. Why is you not cutting? Why is you not cutting? Do we have to switch? I've never used the Colossus before. Okay, that's not cutting. All right, well, in that case, screw that. I'm going to figure this out. We are going to get this harvested, and then we're going to see how much our numbers are. All right, okay. All right, this is what I can do this later. All right, one moment. All right, I got it working. However, unfortunately, the only way that I can get myself to run it and or the AI to run it is to actually bring it into single player. So that's why we're sitting at $530,000. But this is testing, right? So we're not saving. We're making a conscious effort not to save it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to harvest this up. Now, this is weird. We're already at 232,000 liters, and we're cruising at 17 kilometers an hour. This is the first time I've used the Colossus, so feels weird. Feels weird, but oddly fun. Okay, let's get this harvested up, and we will meet back at the canning factory when we are all loaded up, get our final number for round 2. Because, yeah, we've already done round 1. You've been with us for round 1, and I appreciate that. Let's go for round 2. That's all. Okay, we are done. And I am so glad we didn't select the 1 million liter capacity, because we have a total of 1,030,677 liters coming off of the field. So now we've got that all done. We can get this up to the canning factory, and let's get in there. There we go. Testing. We don't even care about stabs now. So we're going up to the canning factory. Now, again, we're not saving anything, and we're going to dump off what we get, and then we're going to see what we're going to be left with, because that's the main thing. Now, the other thing too is it doesn't really matter. We used a little bit of AI, but I did the headlands because the AI wanted to do the fanning thing when it came to the corners, and then with the vehicle doing the fast farming, which was kind of neat because we're sitting at 11:35. So about an hour and a half ish, or just under an hour and a half to get that whole field done. And as you can see, we got just over, yeah, just over 1 million liters. And then we're gonna dump this off and see what we get, because I want to see how much it takes for us to complete the contract. And there's going to be a couple tests going on right now. We're going to see how much it takes us for us to complete the contract, how much it gets left over. Now it's going to be varying because it all depends on how quick my fingers are when it comes to getting that button to stop dumping. Now, once that button stops dumping, we'll get an approximate, and then we're going to have to go back and reharvest again to get the next step in the testing done. And then the good thing about the second harvest too is that we're actually, here we go. So let me write this down. So we got 1,030,677. All right. So that's our test, or I guess you could say our baseline almost. Now let's see, is how low can you go? Ooh, right down. Ooh, right down. Right down in. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see how fast it dumps. Here we go. Oh, geez, holy jumping. That is just hauling. Okay. 77% transported. Okay, hold on. Oh, wow, that is quick. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. We're just going to let her buck. 7, 8, 9. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that definitely. Okay, 68,100 liters exactly. Now, hold on. Did we? Because we did have, or we're going to go back to our canning factory, because we did have 222,000 liters. So that means 987. So that means it put in an extra 17,000 liters on top of ish again, right? Con 22 minus 9. Yeah, we're doing that. So 17. And then on top of our 68. So that's on top of our 68. Okay. 84. I don't mask good, so we're gonna say that. So okay, so again, don't want to. We don't want to save, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. We're gonna reharvest. We're gonna do another harvest, and then we're gonna try the ground dump. Okay. All right. Here we go. So don't walk away. Exit. Yes. All right. Round 3 is complete, and oh, look at that. Oh, hey, we're done. Yep, we're done. We're done. Okay, round 3 is complete, and we have 1,030,000 liters, 669. So we are missing that, what, 8 liters? 8 liters, so not too bad. And oh, you know what? Look at that. I bet you that's probably our 8 liters right there, maybe. So now while we're here, now we're done this. Oh, 84. Okay, so we're close. We're close enough. We're close enough. Now, like I said before, when it comes to the ground dump, I have some theories. There's a couple theories of what could be the issue. Now, one of the theories is that I might have dumped a little too close to the road, which it might have eliminated the product as it came down. And then the other theory that I have is when loading the product into the trailers, there's a possibility, because there were a couple misloads here and there, that is there a chance that we misloaded enough that we didn't get enough of the product? Or was it a combo factor, right? Or was it a combo factor that we that we didn't do it right, that we didn't pick it up right? Because I don't think, in my head, I really can't see it being a ground dump issue. I really think it's an us issue. I really do. So I do have everything all set up right here. We've got the truck, we've got the loader, we've got everything ready to rock and roll there. It's gonna be just me, myself, and I talking to myself doing this, and then we are going to dump this onto the ground. Now the thing is about, okay, so so what I want to do, because I want to dump it down, but you know what? Hold on, back up. Because we want to dump it as close to, because that's the one thing I know in the testing here. Like, there's the one variable we're gonna have here is that, or the one thing that we can't change is that we won't be able to get the pile exactly the way it was. But I'm hoping, I feel like this is just going to dump massive. So I think we're going to set up like right about here, because we ran this line, and then I'm going to run, because we ran it from up here backwards. Oh, you know what? Oof. Before we do that, what we're going to do too now, because we already know, we just found out that we do have enough product in the harvester to complete the contract. So this is where I am confident that I will save, because I really don't feel like doing a harvest of the same contract for a 4th time. If I can prevent it. So what I want to do is I want to pop this in, and then we're going to save it here. Like I said, yeah, let's save it there. And then we're going to dump it down, because again, when it came to us dumping, we had the dump pile, and it was in from the dirt, very close to it was bloody close to the edge, though. That's the only issue that I'm kind of worried about here. So here we go. So let's just open up here. Here, let's turn our help window. There we go. And then we're gonna say unload here and then back up. So unload here. Whoa, okay. You know what? That's pretty good. Right about there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, man. I have got a lot of work cut out for. Whoa, when you lay it out. Oh, there we go. It's taking a minute to think here. Oh, okay. Why? Was the pile? Oh, that's because it was spread out so far. I did such a horrible job. Oh, my wordies. There you go. There's 1 million liters of carrots right there, ready to go. Oh, what did I just get myself into here? But I want to know. we're gonna grab. Oh. Okay, so grabbing this, we're gonna start at the end, and we're just gonna do it exactly like FAFO Gamer did, where we're gonna roll the truck up to the end here to the side, and we're just gonna pick up and put in. So we've got this right there. We'll put that right there like a so. We are not running. No, 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 no. Here we go. Get this one going. Now this trailer. So this trailer has capacity of 87,000 liters, and we do have the trailer limit off. Now, granted, the trailer limit is off. However, for this trailer, thankfully, it does actually handle the 87,000 liters. So that's kind of neither here nor there. For testing purposes, we have left the trailer limit off. So we're just going to let her buck the way it is, And then from here, oh, we're on the curtain side, eh? Oh, well, it is what it is. So we're going to put this in. What do you got? 87,000 liters into this trailer. That's going to be 12 trailer loads. And we've got a 10,000 liter capacity bucket. So that is going to be, oh my God, 103 buckets. So I got some work cut out for me. Well, in that case, I guess we'll see you in 100 buckets and 11 loads. I've already just noticed, real quick before we get into it too, as I'm pushing it up, I'm also going to try to not push it. There we go. Try to keep, yeah, see how it's pushing off to the side? So there's a good chance. While we're just here for a sec, I kind of want to do it just to see, but that would include possibly another round of testing. All right, just because I'm wondering if we push the product out towards the road, will it disappear or does it just? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let's just see, because there's the grass there. We'll get a full load. Okay, there we go. So it does push out. Doesn't necessarily disappear. And then while we're here, let's just see if we can go to the other side and bring it back in. So we're just going to pop. Ooh, hello, easy. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to go to the other side. And let's see if we can... Because I don't know if we can pull it in from the other side. Because another point there was a spot there where FAFO Gamer did have an issue with... oh, yeah, I got the Mickey's on. Sorry. Did have an issue with the carrots getting it close to the edge and not being able to pick it up. But for the amount that was there that we couldn't pick up, it was very negligible. Very, very negligible. Okay, so we just took all that and it looks like we are free and clear. So we got, okay, so I'm kind of feeling like there's a good chance that putting it a little too close to the road is not an issue. Hopefully not. So that means hopefully not loader error. But in order to determine that, I gotta load all this by hand. We gotta do exactly what FAFO Gamer did. So here we go. 100. I haven't even been counting, but we're past 3, so we're already under 100 buckets. Here we go. Oh, all right. Well, here we are. We have, technically this is going to be truckload 11 because if we crunch the numbers at the one that we had, the 1,030,000 liters, it was technically 11.2 truckloads. So we're on truckload 11 right now, and we are off on the way to drop that off because technically speaking, we're at 97% total completion. We're already past what we were at the live stream. We didn't get past 92%. So it's already looking hopeful or doubtful. It's already looking, I don't know. We'll see because we're going to head this down, drop this off. I think this is going to complete our contract. Then we got to come back and see what we have left in the field. And just full disclosure, we're testing right now, so we are going to be yeeting this thing right back to the canning factory. There is no... Yeah, you'll see. Yeehaw, here we go. Now, also, too, if you have been screaming at the screen of, don't save, why'd you save? Yeah, Yeah, I've been screaming at the screen too, and it only unfortunately took me about halfway through all of these loads before I realized what I did. Now, unfortunately, that sucks, yes, but is it unfixable? Absolutely not. Is it annoying? Yes, but can we rectify the situation? Excuse me. We most certainly can. So now, unfortunately, we do permanently have $529,000. Now we are going to bring that down because originally I did go back and double check. Now we originally, before we started all this, had $39,296. So we're just going to do, I'll show you the trick at the end of all this. We're going to show you the trick. We're just going to do a little quick little buy and sell to drop our money back down. All right, here we go. So we're at 97%. I'm just going to go full dump right now. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, we're going to stop there. We're going to get our menu just so we can go back to our, just to verify here. So full back right now. We're going to dump that till it gets to the 99. Then we're going to switch to the grain door. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. It's like waiting for the jackpot here. Hit the ball, hit the buzzer. And oh, this is going to take a while here. Holy jumping. 99. Okay, there's 99. So now we're going to drop it back down. We're going to change it to the grain door. And then from the 90% transport it. Okay, so we're going to change it to the grain door. And then same thing. We're going to kick it on. And I'm going to hold my R1 and hover my thumb over that triangle button. And wait for it to say contract finished. And then once it does, we'll shut her down. We'll see what we get. So, okay, so we're done there. So now we're in grain door right now. Here we go. Here we go. And just wait for that. I'm just staring at the top of the screen there, just waiting for that thing to pop up saying completed or finished. Contract finished. Come on, baby. Anytime now. Come on. Come on. And please. Oh, so come on, you can do it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so 13,966 liters. Now in the canning factory, we already see 222,000 liters. So I'm going to say that we definitely did not put more than 1,000 liters on top of that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to rip it right back. We're going to load this up and see what our total value is. Now, when it comes to, we're not going to save. We've already saved. So I want to see what our total revenue is because, well, let's see. Our number last time was 84,000 liters-ish is what we were able to keep when we did a direct dump right from the harvester. But the harvester was also dumping really, 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 really fast. So that's where we're going to do another little switch again. I just want to get this one final tally number here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do one more reload, and then when the one more reload, we're going to put one more trailer. Yeah, we're going to one more trailer side, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to see one more number crunch. Woohoo! In we go. So now we just have that little bit left, so let's see if we can get that slapped in here. Toot sweet right now, and I'm hoping that's. I don't think that is going to be more than a trailer because again, last time it was 84,000 liters was the total that we were able to keep from the direct drop. Our trailer is, 87,000 liters. So technically speaking, I would like to think that whatever's in the trailer, whatever's on the ground here, we should be able to put it all into one trailer. Now, with that being said, I know you can't see because it took, we're at 13:12 and the dump and stuff. So yeah, about an hour and a half for me to do this solo. And then what I've also been doing is being very conscious about making sure that when the dump icon and the product is being dropped down, that the product is actually in the middle of the bed or the trailer. Just because I noticed it now. Again, sorry, FAFO Gamer, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like calling you out like this, but there were a bunch of times where when he was dumping, because he was running first person, so it was a little bit, as we all know, first person is atrocious for that depth perception. So because here, let's go to this side. There you go. That's more gooder. It's atrocious on that depth perception. So I'm wondering, is there a chance that dumping the bucket partially in and partially out of the trailer, do you lose product? Now, I'm going to say yes, you do, just because I have had that happen where I've been using. Basically, I did a little test a while ago with the base game carrot harvester, and we fumbled around. And if we were crunching our numbers right, it was the whole we lost almost 60,000 liters by about 60,000 liters from not lining up our shoot right, from not being, because it's the same thing. If you catch the live, if you caught the live, if you're watching this and you watch the live, you'll know. At the very beginning, I used the 9R with the Amity trailer, and I tried to unload from FAFO Gamer a couple times and from Jay a couple times there, trying to do it while they're running. And I wasn't getting my speed right, and we were stopping and starting, and it was just awkward as all get out. And same thing, because that's what happened the last time when I was doing the testing, or not testing, when we were screwing around with the base game one, carrot harvester, excuse me, that it was we just couldn't get a lineup, and then the amount that we got off of the contract didn't seem right. So it was like, okay, you know what? Let's just start over. Let's try again, and we did. And then we just be very due diligent about being under the. Okay, hold that. There we go. About very due diligent about being under the chute, making sure the trailer's in the right spot. In this instance, for ground dump and then for loading, it's the same thing where we have to make sure that I'm guessing we might have to just make sure that my bucket's in the right spot, because again, look at that. Our trailer's starting to get pretty darn full here. So now I'm really interested to see, because that looks like it's going to be our last bucket here. So let's see here. Oof, oof. And again, I do apologize about about all this. This is I got plans. This is not going to be in vain. This is not going to be in vain. Because that was the other thing too, is even if I didn't save, that means I'd have to come back in and do it all with my regular harvester and everything, because I can't use the Colossus. Come on, you get it just a little bit. So this is where I must say I felt bad there after everybody, Jay Only, after FAFO Gamer, all you fine folks going through all of that. For those of you that struggled through and helped us through the live the whole way, just to have it come out where we were going to owe $101,000. That was ridiculous. So this is where, you know what, we're going to do this. This is going to happen. Oh my word, really? What? Hold up. I have not saved yet. Other than before we... Okay. This is... Oh my word. Okay, 87,000 liters. Yeah. 87,000 liters. Plus we got 90,000 liters from the ground. Oh, wait. That would make sense, because we were 84,000 liters. That's right. We were 84,000 liters when it came to 84,000 liters when it came to dumping, but the dumping was so fast. That's right. The dumping was so darn fast that I wouldn't be surprised if, I probably missed out on 5,000 liters, or a couple thousand liters, so to speak. So let's, you know what? Okay. Because unfortunately, I did touch the crop there, but other than that, I was doing pretty good, other than yeeting it through the field that's already been mulched. And if we're 90,000 liters, I kind of want to save right now. Oh, major decisions. Okay, what are we doing here, Major? What are we doing? 90,000 liters in the bank. This is not for vain. Yeah, we're covering this up. We are going to put that away just yet. Now this is what we're going to do. All right. Oh my God. Okay, this is happening. So we're going to save it up here. I did bump over the cotton a little bit. All right, a little crop destruction there, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Before we do any sales, our pre screw up, before I screwed up, we had, what did I say? $39,296. So let's go into big stuff. Where's some really big stuff? We want, let's go. Where is the weird stuff? There we go. Vegetables and stuff. Beet, $700,000. There we go. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. The Ropa is the one that I have, I believe. Oh, that's right. No, vegetable harvesters. That's the one. That's 5. Okay, cool. So, oh, what is that? Oh, 97. Okay, so we're gonna go into beet harvesters. That's right. And then we're gonna pick up this thing, 529. Let's go 527. So 527, we're gonna buy that. Yep. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go into our menu. We're not going to sell it at the store because we want our lowest return. So this is where we have to make sure we're getting the right one. There we go, right there, RGBAT right there. So we're going to return that for 447. So we're going to major, boom, boom, right there. Sell, yes, for 447. So now we're not getting that extra 20% return. Now we're down to 450. All right, let's 450. Let's do 353. Sure, let's do that. We'll buy that for 353. Okie dokie. And then now what we do is we go in here and we go down to is you're gonna be way down there. Hold on. It'll probably be lizard, right? Lizard colossus. Yeah, there it is. So that's right. So we don't want, or 300. So we want to sell that. Oh, we could do that too. So, I never even thought of that too. I just thought of that. Oh, I just thought of that. So what if we're at 397, 353. Oh, hold on. $44,000. We are close. So now what we need to do is we need to find. Okay. Oh, I got an idea. All right. So let's go down to the Colossus pack. Where is it? Brought it in for it, right? Doesn't it show the whole pack here? Nope. Okay. That's okay. 44,000. Let's go back to beet. Combinations. There we go. 44. So if we pick up the 33, let's buy the 33. Yep, right there. Okay. Done and done. Now what we do is we go back into our menu, real quick, like, so we don't want to, okay, hold on. So we don't want to sell either of these just yet. And we want the header. Oh, this could be a minute. Hold on, bear with me here. I'm hoping the header is near the top. Nope. All right, bear with me. We want the header. We want to sell that. Oh, there it is. Because we're sitting at 11,000. That gives us 28. $39,465. Okay. This is what I'm happy about. So now we technically have $150 more than we should. Oops. But that's good. That's darn close. And the reason why I'm not selling stuff. Okay, so this is empty. This is empty, right? Yeah, that's empty. That's good. Okay. And then, the Unimog. That's right. We still got to get rid of the Unimog too. Okay, so bear with me here. Bear with me. So we need to go to, where is his Unimog? His Unimog is, well, actually, you know what? Let's just quickly go into, there we go. And that would be all the way to the bottom here. So it should be way down here because I forgot that he also had the, oh, wait, is that not? Hold on, bear with me here. Oh, there it is right there. That gives us $90,000 back. Ah! Okay, that's okay. That's okay. 130. We'll do this. We got this. We got this. So we can actually do. Ooh, let's try that. Oh, there it is. Colossus pack. There we go. So 39, 72, 130. 130. Excuse me. Let's do 53, 300. 130. Okay, well, you know what? Actually, 53. Let's start with one of those. Buy one of those. Yep, done. That leaves us 76. So let's do 6. So that would be there 43. Oh, we're close. And then I saw there was that 1, 9. Is there anything close? I thought there was something I saw here real quick. Oh, 5,000. Let's buy that. 38,606. Perfect. Perfect. You know, I will take that loss, $1,000. That is fine. So now what we want to do, this is what we want to do. Okay, got to do this too sweet here. I'm sorry here. So we're going to save here. Save game. We've gotten rid of Jay Onley's Unimog, so that's off the map. We still have all of our Colossus, but we're down to our money. So we've saved. We're going to quit. We've got our 38,000. Then what we're going to do, the plan is, what should happen now is now we go back into the game. Career, 38,000. Yep, we go back into the game. And what we do is we go down and we take off our, there it is, Lizard Colossus. So now we remove that, enter into the game. And then from there, all of the Lizard Colossus equipment should be completely removed from the map, as well as us not getting any kind of a return. So us not getting any kind of a return means that we should be, we're like it says right there. So $38,606. So we should be back down to our dollar amount. And then we have our, we also have our harvester is, our trailer is already full of the product. Our harvester is still there. All product. And again, when it comes to the effect, right? The long-term effect, that's the great thing about this is, as much as this is a kind of a bit of a screw up, the long-term effect of this is that all it really does is it's going to screw up my personal farm's buy and sell numbers just for the month of August. That's it. And I mean, we lost under $1,000. And other than, I mean, I didn't lose anything other than that because we learned a lot. This wasn't a failure, right? We learned a ton. And I appreciate everyone's patience and time and hanging out. Like this is great. Come on, load in. Yeah, it's trying to remove all the Colossus, right? Please don't screw up. Please don't screw up. There we go. Okay, so we're starting in. Let's go. So now let's just double check here. And here we are. All right, let's see. We're at 38,606. I don't see anything there. I don't see a Colossus. So we'll just go double check here. Enter vehicle, nothing. We still have 3,000 liters. Okay. And then we'll just quickly. I don't see any more new equipment there. Enter vehicle. Okay, we're good there. So now, easy. So now, enter vehicle. So we've got 87,000 liters sitting here. We have the contract is completed, right? Oh, we did lease. So we're taking that $779 hit, which is a whole lot better than the $101,000. So let's take that. We're going to collect that. So there we go. So we got that. That brings us up to 56,000. There is, that scared me. That's a red beat. Okay, so now we do have what I'm thinking we're going to do to close this out. So vague conclusion, I think, is what we're going to come down to. And the vague conclusion I'm coming to is that I think it does depend on loading. I think you have to make sure that you're loading properly, that you're using your bucket in the right spot there, and we're putting our grain cart. I think I missed out on the grain cart. I think FAFO Gamer possibly missed out a little bit on the loading. Just a learning process. So again, I'm nothing bad, right? This is not a failure by any means. This is a learning process. So that's all it is. The outcome is that we're learning things. So we are going to do this we're going to do this legit now. because what I want to do is I want to load up the canning. I want to load up the canning factory. Oh, hard over, baby, hard over. Oh, a little, yeah, that's a little bit. Okay, whoops. I want to load up the canning factory to 100% full. Then I'm going to have it run, and I want to see it run all the way through the year, and then see how much we have left come next year. And I'm not going to touch it. And then come next year, I'm not doing any more carrot contracts, that's for sure. But what we want to do, because we don't have anywhere else to store any of this, that's the main thing about this is we've got the 90,000 liters. We're going to take obviously the 222,000 we have, 240,000 capacity at the canning factory. So about that, 17,000 and change, we're going to drop off, and then we're going to sell the rest. I want to see what kind of profit we're going to make off of the, 80-ish thousand liters or 70-something thousand liters of carrots that we are going to get. Oh, what an ordeal. Holy jumping, I will say. So now we're just going to get this done. Get this, that's done. So we're going to empty that. Thank you very much. Oh, no, God, we're going to be here all night. No. Stop. Back, full back. Yes, full back. Let's just get that done and out of here. Holy jumping! I am terribly sorry about the time. This is just so much testing. And I'm trying to keep this as tight as possible. But welcome to my testing brain. Welcome to my testing brain. This is just all the. Oh yeah, and we got the pallets that we were knocking all over the place. So yeah, end of August here. We're probably just gonna wrap things up with the pallet pickup. Because we still have that too. So I mean, legitly too. Like we've got another $250,000 coming our way. So that is the one really great thing. And then when it comes to the actual movement, whoa, all right, you know what? We're down. Okay. Oh, come on. All right, fine. We're just going to yeet it. Let's get this done. Let's just yeet this back. We're going to pick this up. And then the grain storage, or the grain silo right beside our spot right there is where we're going to be emptying or selling off. So we're not going to be doing a big trek. We're just going to rip down there real quick and drop that off. And then we're going to see how much money we make off of our, 71,000 liters of carrots. And then that'll be it. Because, yeah, that's, again, I thank you all so much. For those of you that made it through the live stream, thank you very much. And for those of you that are watching right now, thank you very much. For you that are watching right now, I should say, excuse me, sorry, thank you very much. Because, yeah, this has been an ordeal, and I just really needed to get this out. I couldn't sleep. There's no way I was going to sleep having this on my mind, and especially with the expansion coming out this morning right now, because if you're watching this, then I do very, very, very much so appreciate it, because I also know that the expansion's out right now, and pretty much everyone right now is talking about the expansion, and here I am talking about a stupid carrot contract. Yeah, when I get in on something, my brain just will not stop. So let's get this in, and then we're going to see how much we get. That, boom. Done. All right. And again, a little bit of a fiasco, but the great thing is that we pulled it around. So that is the kind of nice things, that we pulled it around. We were able to bring it back. We got our numbers back, as much as I did screw up in saving with the multiple farms. But it is doable. It is doable, and it's actually kind of handy. I never even thought of that too, to bring in a mod that you can just buy a bunch of the mod, don't have to worry about returning. Okay, fine, sure, I'm getting it. Yeah, but oh, and you brake checked me, you. Yeah, little prick. So yeah, it worked out in the good, thankfully. It could have been a whole lot worse. And then like I said, once we start dumping this here real quick, I'm just going to jump to the finances and I'll show you, because as far as I know, I think, oh, really? Right into the Downey service berry. Oh, this is just a horrible angle. So we'll see, because as far as I know, I think it'll just be the buying and selling is the only thing that's really going to affect our long-term issues, so to speak. All right, there we go. And then let's just see here. So finances, yeah, $1.83 million. Yeah, but everything else is fine. Everything else is normal, so we're good there. And then when it comes to prices, we'll just double check here. Boom. And we want carrots right there. And we are at the Grain River 239. Yep. Well, to canning fact. Oh, yeah, that's ours. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. Let's see how much money we get. And away we go. And hopefully we get our environmental bonus too, because that's the kind of nice thing too, is that we do have our environmental bonus is quick before we can say 81. We're at 81. So we are getting a 9% bonus right now. So we got 81, 90% bonus. All right, well, we've already passed $10,000, so that's kind of nice. All right, keep on trucking. Come on, baby. What do we get? What do we get? $17,227 with a $1,619 bonus. All right. Well, again, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for toughing it out. And thank you for watching. We will see you in September.